discretion is advised.
What's up? It's your
What's
girl
up?
Sin, and I got with me in the building Leon Grams.
Your favorite spaceman, aka Lex Interior's light skinned cousin. Yeah, we in here. It's lit.
Yeah, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Hold on, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Sorry. All right, we had some technical difficulties, but thank you so much for being in the building.
Good,
Yes,
we here.
it's
We
a
here.
pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you on the
Oh, it's a
show.
pleasure to be on the show.
You like family now, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, what you been up to? How was your day?
Man, my day, we got this going on. We got a little
Right, I
Sean down in
see
the
you.
building, you know what I mean? We got Sean down in the building, so I'm just doing that and just writing. Just woke up early, just I try to get 2 songs in a day, so just went in, woke up and got to writing. That's an everyday thing, so that's pretty much the day so far. Now we here. Now we on Sin's podcast. You know what I mean?
Yes, what's up? Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
I don't want to talk too much because I want to get into you. I want to pick your brain. I want to know about Leon Grams, the man behind, the music. But I did ask you before. I know we talked about this a little bit. How did you feel about the presidential debate, the presidential election? I'm sorry, our new president. Okay, so we know Donald Trump is out. I know you really political. I seen your page, and what was your thoughts? Being a young man, how did you feel about the election?
Well, first and foremost, I have to say that I'm glad. I'm really happy that we have a black woman in office. That's a huge step. I'm happy to see that. I'm also happy to see that Trump was taken out of a position of power, because that was the most main important thing, because he wasn't doing any good. He wasn't any good being in having that much power, being in that position for the country, and it wasn't any good to have him in that position of power. So any alternative is better than him. Any alternative is better than Trump in that position. So I wasn't really feeling Biden, to be honest, and I didn't vote myself personally, but because I kind of saw Biden as just another white man that was just all talk, you know what I mean, just a lot of talk, a lot of empty promises, and but I have yet to see what he's gonna do. I'll give him time to prove himself, but like I said, anything's better than Trump.
Definitely. We're gonna see what happens. Like you say, anything's better than Trump. Trump did a lot of things. I didn't agree with the border, the separation of the children. I kind of talked about that, and he just abused a lot of his power. Like I was listening to something like Power and Privilege. He had that privilege and he got that power, and he kind of abused it. So, he's still trying to abuse it, trying to get recount and see what's and trying to get his election, and he won't take the L, he won't take the loss, and I don't even know, how do you feel about the recount? Do you think that's even gonna do you think it's a waste of time?
I think he's throwing a tantrum like a baby. I think that he just needs to take that L. He lost fair and square. I think that he just needs to take that L. He just needs to be a man about the situation, and just now he can go back to doing his TV shows or whatever the hell he was doing before. He can go back to focusing on his towers. You know what I mean?
Right.
That whole thing. Yeah. I just think he just needs to just man up about the situation, just accept the L, because it's just not good to have somebody like that in power. He needs to know that he wasn't doing anything good for this country. He has to know that. And I don't even think that he was sincere about anything that he was really doing. He was just doing it for fame. He was just doing it for clout, right? The kids say clout. He was just doing it for clout. because he's a celebrity. That's like how Kanye West being a president. Even though I have my own thing about Kanye, I have my own views about him, but with Trump, he was a celebrity, so I feel like he was just doing that because just to say he did it. Okay, look at me, I
Yeah.
became president, type of thing. Um, and yeah, so yeah, he was just yeah, he I feel like he was just doing it all for the wrong reasons, just to kind of say that he did it, that he was able to become president. Because when the scary thing about it is, people are gonna look at him as a celebrity. People look at him as like Elvis, or like these white people
Right.
look at him as like Tupac or something. You know what I mean? And so no matter what, he can't do any wrong in their eyes. And
Mhm.
they share the same views as him, and he's obviously racist. So yeah, he doesn't need to have that much power.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how people, like, a lot of people did come out and vote for him, and like you said, I know you kind of said it before, like a lot of these people are starting getting bold racism. Like before, it
Whoa.
was like in the closet
Mm-hmm.
racism where people wouldn't say stuff to your face, but
Mm-hmm.
then we started seeing a lot more videos like on social media about these racist events. Like even the Asian man was getting bold with, I don't know if you saw that one, with this one I guess high profile social media person that was on there. So it was a lot of like crazy stuff going on and a lot of evil. So I'm glad to see that hopefully we're going away from that. I know racism is still a part of this country, and it's
Mm-hmm.
something that we got to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we're still working on that part.
Yeah.
But I'm just happy to see hopefully some type of change. We got Kamala Harris in the office, a
Mm-hmm.
woman,
That's right.
and like
That's
I
right. That's
said,
right.
I want to see what a woman has to bring to the table, bring a vice president. I just hope she's not going to be just like his secretary or just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
pushed on the sideline and to just do
Put on
his,
the back burner.
on
Yeah.
the back burner like they do a lot of us. They just use us
Mm-hmm.
for that showcase. Like, even like, I liked Obama, but Obama was kind of like a puppet too. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like, we're gonna see what happens, but I definitely want to bring you on the show again. We're gonna talk more about that.
Yeah. Outside, we gotta do that. We
we
gotta
got
do
we got
that.
we got deep conversation, but I want to talk about you. I want to
Okay.
talk about you. I want to pick your brain. There a lot of people don't know you actually grew up out here. Where I grew up. You grew up in the Evergreen Hills, which is just in San Jose. Evergreen Hills. Nobody don't know about. You said you went to high school out here. Where
Yeah.
did you grow up, and how what was it like you being young in the Bay? Like
Well,
what were
well,
your fond memories?
well. I just have to clear it up. I spent the first part of my life back east,
Mm-hmm.
back in Maryland,
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, Virginia, like that whole area. So that
Okay.
was like the first part of my life was spent out there, and then I moved out to San Jose, to Evergreen, in when I was about 15.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, so I like, yeah, so I was around like that high school age when I first moved out to the Bay. So I kind of had like the best of both worlds. Like I'm kind of like a
Okay.
hybrid of like East Coast, West Coast. You know what I mean? And that's heard in my music too, I feel like, but we'll get to that. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but so okay, so how did it feel to grow up as a young man in the Bay Area? Um, I mean, it was great. I remember it being nothing but like fun, like like great
Mm-hmm.
times. I would say that was around 2005, like 2000,
Mm-hmm.
2006.
Mm-hmm.
So that was around the time when the whole like hyphy movement and everything was going on. And
Mm-hmm.
I just remember it always being like just something going on, always a function, or just always just, yeah, just the energy was different. I
Mm-hmm.
love the music. It was a culture change for me at first, coming out and experiencing everything, and how the music was different, how people talk, hella. And now just saying like the word hella, like that caught on with me too. So it's like, yeah, the Bay just kind of adopted me. And when that happened, I just fell in love with it. I just fell in love with the whole culture. You
Did you take your, like, you said you grew up in the East Coast? Did
know.
you like take your, like, style from the East Coast and bring it to the Bay Area? Do you feel like you're like, cause you say you're like a kind of like a hybrid of both.
I definitely always, you know, held on to that like piece of me that made me
Mhm.
me, because that's what makes me me as a person, you know, like back home, you know, like that East Coast style mixing with the West Coast style, that just makes me as a person. So yeah, so just maybe the way I dress or have my accent when I first moved out, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so people knew I wasn't from there. Like people would ask me, people thought I was from New York at first and stuff like that, but I was like,
Mhm.
nah, Baltimore is a whole different, you know, or Maryland is a whole different thing, Virginia even. So I would claim all that,
Yeah.
you know, I would claim all that, but I wasn't afraid. I would let people know where I was from. But yeah, I always tried to, you know, you know, keep both. You know, when I first moved out here, I didn't know what was going on. I was like a lost puppy out here, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Once I got in tune with the culture and made friends and everything, it's just I fell right in. I just fell in love with it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you grew up, so you took that East Coast flavor, you mixed it with the, you know, the West Coast.
Yeah.
Um, you growing up out here, like what was the music you listened to when you was like coming out here? Because you still at that East Coast and you know, you kind of came out here in the Bay Area. What kind of music was you like drawn to around that time?
Yeah, it was a lot of like I'm not gonna lie to you. It was like a lot of East Coast hip hop, like a lot of Nas, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
like Big L,
Mm-hmm.
Tupac of course, you know, Biggie, Jay Z, like early Jay Z, um, because that, you know, being from back there, that was a whole thing back there. Like that's what people was listening to out there. But
Mm-hmm.
also from being out there, I also got with other music genres, you know, like Nirvana, Sublime,
Mm-hmm.
um, um oh man, what else, like Red Hot Chili Peppers and stuff like that, you
Mm-hmm.
know, like different genres of music as well, different, you know, things.
Mm-hmm.
So moving out here, I was already familiar with different genres of music, and back there, back in Maryland, people love West Coast music too. So
Mm-hmm.
I was already like listening to Pac and like, you know, like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and all that kind of stuff before I moved out to the Bay Area. But then when I got to the Bay Area, I found out about like E40, Keek the Sneak, the Jacka, you know, like Mob Figures, all that stuff, and I fell in love with that
Yeah.
too. I fell in love with all that too. Like Mob Figures is still like my favorite. That's like my shit. The Jacka, especially
Oh,
R.I.P.
sure.
Yeah,
Jacka.
R.I.P.
That's
Jacka.
what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So that.
what's up. So that
Mhm.
was a lot of influence that you think that influenced you with your music.
Oh yeah, definitely, because Jacka already, to me, he kind of already had like a little bit of an East Coast style anyway, just as far as how he carried himself and how he rapped and everything. It just reminded me of like, I don't know. He kind of reminded me of like Nas in a way, just how we kind of delivered it and just kind of how we just went about
Mm-hmm.
it, and just being an authentic street dude and everything. That's what it reminded me of. So I gravitated towards that instantly, especially like the hustling stuff, like the hustling crazy ass, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They just all gravitated to me. Like I was feeling it right away. I was hooked on it. Still in.
Yeah, yeah. That's always some good music. I'm all about the old school
Hmm.
rap because a lot of rap now, you know, I don't know. A lot of rap is not really. It's not really. I'm not really feeling it. Like some of it, a lot of the new rap is different.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I know you notice that too. Like,
Yeah.
and we're gonna talk about your music. Like you had like people like Jacka and different artists influence your music. How would you describe your music? How would you describe it?
How would I describe my
Like,
music?
would
I
you
would.
say your music is like we said, like, is it like more like classic rap, contemporary rap? Is it like, what kind of how would you I don't want to put you in a box, but how would you describe your rap?
Well, I'm looking at myself. I'm in the box right now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
But but nah. But we'll see. I started off like what you know, a lot of artists probably start off as doing like that classic hip hop sound, like that real hip hop, like that real boom bap lyrical stuff.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of the stuff I was doing. I mean, I have 3 projects out that was just like that straight lyrical style.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but now I'm kind of getting into like some more like experimental, like weird stuff. The stuff I'm doing now, I would describe it as like definitely experimental, definitely loud, chaotic,
Mm-hmm.
chaotic music. Like
Mm-hmm.
it'll be the perfect music to play if so like if the world ended, right?
The
And
world ended.
if
Okay.
if the world ended, right? And there was like a few of us left, like if you and me survived and a few
Mm-hmm.
other people survived, and like if people could describe the music that was recorded as the world was ending, that's my music.
Yeah, I like your music because it kind of remind me of Kid Rock. I don't know if you listen to Kid Rock. It's kind of like that upbeat. I don't know you say chaotic, but it's that really high energy rap. You know what I'm saying? It's really
Yeah,
high energy. And you even
yeah,
talk about fuck Trump in your song,
yeah,
which is,
yeah, yeah.
which is really interesting. It's a really good song. If anybody hasn't checked it out, it's Fail, right? Flail,
Flail, flail,
Flail.
like the it was like a
Like
weapon that was
like a
used
well
in
flail, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Flail, which is also, you're on Instagram as Till World. You can check him out. It's a really, I think, like I said, I worked out to that this morning. It got me
That's
pumped. It got
tight.
me pumped up,
That's
you know
so
what I'm
tight.
saying?
That's so tight.
It's
That's
one
so
of
tight.
those, I think it's one of those pump up songs, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those pump up songs. You guys haven't heard of it. I know now you used to say, you had that classical rap when you started off, and you used to have, I heard like some of your mellow rap, more like mellow rap. What made you go into this more chaotic? Like, why did you change up your type of style, I guess?
Well, like how you said about not being in the box, right? How we talked about that. I like to
Mm-hmm.
not put myself in the box. I like to not just put myself into one thing. Like I don't want to be known for just one thing. I want to be known as like a jack of all trades. Like you could do this and you could do that, and this is what you're about. Because there's many different sides. Like all of us, there's many different sides to my personality. You know what I mean? And I've always had like a punk rock spirit. I know punk rock is like a bad thing in the Bay Area, punk rock, BZ and all that. But I've always had a punk like spirit in me, from the music and everything. So I've always wanted to showcase that in my music some kind of a way. But this just depends on what I'm inspired by, and just at this moment, that's just what I'm inspired by. I'm inspired by like that loud, chaotic music, like people like Death Grips and JPEG Mafia. Like Death Grips happens to be a group from out here in the out here in Sacramento where I'm living at right
Mm-hmm.
now. You should check
Mm-hmm.
them out. And then JPEG Mafia, he happens to be from back where I'm from, Maryland, Baltimore. And so yeah, so just like that chaotic music is just what I've been listening to. Is kind of just what's been inspiring me. So that's really all it is. Just finding inspiration and just wanting to um wanting to showcase that, because that's always been a part of my personality too, you know.
Definitely. A lot of that rage and a lot of that emotion that you feel when you're doing your song, do you take that from your like everyday experience and you just put it into your song? Is that how you like work through a lot of your like emotional like stuff? Do you bring it into your song as like an outlet? I think the camera got paused. We will be back with Leon Grams. I know he got a lot more to say. Stay tuned. Just 1 second. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty right now, but he will be back on shortly. We just lost Leon Grams, but he will be back on. We will definitely, find out what he has to say about, what he has to say about, his style of writing and how he brings back emotion into his songs and the rage and the different contexts he has involved. He just dropped off the line, but when he comes back on, definitely we'll get back with him and see what's going on.
We need to baptize my phone.
I know we need to baptize it.
We need to baptize my phone, man.
Okay, let me start. Before I don't want your phone to cut out on me.
Nah,
Okay.
it's good. It's good. We got it. We got it.
Okay, we gonna do it. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. You ready?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
ready.
1, 2, 3. Here we go. All right, here we go.
I would recommend that for
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah,
It's important.
the way to get through stress, I definitely do recommend, meditation is the key too, like meditating too. You said you sit in a dark room and you for 30 minutes, which is really, I think that really is a good thing to do. Do you ever meditate?
Yeah, I know when I say a dark room, like that might sound like crazy. That might sound like people would think it would make it worse, like it would make depression worse. But no, but actually it has the opposite effect. Like it really has the opposite effect. Like that's like my little meditation. Sometimes I'll sit in a dark room and listen to music at the same time, and
Mm-hmm.
and that right there, I would say it was like for me personally, that's one of the most calming things I could do. Um, that right there is my meditation, or even writing songs, is my meditation, or like I could watch a good movie and that'll be meditation for me. It's all
Yeah.
therapeutic. It's all anything that inspires the mind, anything that keeps my mind going, anything that makes me want to keep going as a person. um I just need to feel like I have a purpose. I need to feel like I have something to hold on and to gravitate to, and something to make sure that I keep going. I need to have that. That's important for me, and I feel like that's important for anybody. We all need to feel like we have a purpose.
Yeah,
We all need to feel
definitely.
like we have, yeah, yeah. We all feel like we need to have something that keeps us here and keeps us grounded and keeps us going. That's
Definitely. Now you saying that, where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? I know you don't, we don't want to say like 5 years, but where do you see yourself in 2 years, or where do you want to be at in 2 years?
what do I want to be at in 2 years. Definitely. Well, I'm dropping this project. I'm dropping my debut album, Pistol Sex. It's called Pistol Sex. I'm dropping that very, very soon. Um, I plan on dropping another album after that. Definitely plan on, my fan base growing. Growing my fan base, knocking out these shows, and yeah, just getting out there more, and just finding more peace within myself. Getting back in tune with like myself and with God and everything, and just getting back, talking to my family more. I would say that talking to my family a lot more, because going through mental health, you'll separate yourself. You'll separate
Yeah.
yourself from people and even your family. And that's one thing that I was doing. I was separating myself from my family. And so I plan on definitely getting back with my family, and rebuilding those relationships again. But yeah, but 2 years I see myself, definitely excelling in my music, definitely getting that out there more, and getting people more familiar with my movement, what I have going on. And not only my movement, but I have a whole nother movement with, I record music, and have a group of people that, a group that I'm a part of. It's called,
Hmm.
TLD, Teal Light District, out of San
Oh,
Jose.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, they so I definitely plan. I would like to get them out there more too as well. I would like to get their music showcased, and lift my people up too as well. You know,
That's what's up. What was the name of your group again? Say the name of the group again.
TLD, TLD, Teal Light District, like
Teal.
red light district,
Oh, like red light
but Teal
district.
Light
Okay.
District.
Teal light
Yeah,
district. I
yeah,
heard that.
yeah, yeah.
Is teal your favorite color? Because I noticed like teal world, teal. Is that your favorite? Oh, okay. Is that your teal? I
Yeah,
like teal because the sharks, because I'm from San Jose. But,
yeah. Exactly,
that's
exactly.
what's up.
That's that's what the whole thing is about. That's actually the whole teal thing, because San Jose, it's like repping San Jose to the fullest with the whole teal, with the whole, San Jose Sharks. So my favorite color is purple, but teal
Oh,
is also
okay.
I also like teal a lot.
Me and you, purple. I like purple, baby blue, blues. But yeah, I could feel it. I could dig it. I can say I
Yeah,
I could vibe with
know,
it. I could feel you.
you know.
I feel it. I feel it.
Mm.
That San Jose. We rep the Bay all day
Yeah,
over here.
we we gotta rep. We gotta rep. We gotta rep. That's why the TLI district, and I would also like, I would also just like to shout out people from that too. You know what I mean? Just people that um because just a little back history. First moving out to San Jose,
Hmm.
um I wasn't doing music like that. I didn't really start doing music till I was about 16, and then
Okay.
I kind of found a family with TLI district. Certain friends that I made in San Jose. I kind of found a family with them, so we just started recording music. And I don't even think I'll be here if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for that whole movement. So it's really a
Okay.
whole movement. It's just on the underground, but it's really a whole movement.
Okay. So, like, are they your close friend? How many people are in the group that you have?
It started off as a lot of people. It
How
started off
many
as about
people?
10 people, I would say.
10
10.
people?
Yeah, 10. Now it's down to about 6 people that's
Oh,
still
okay.
making music,
Wow. That's a lot of people. What kind
including
of music
myself.
is
Yeah.
what kind of music are you guys like in? What kind of music do you guys produce with that group? Is it the
It's like
same or different?
it was just like real like party music, like real
Party
like Bay
music.
Area based music.
Okay.
But now it's getting into more like just like hip hop, like more like like that traditional kind of like hip hop sound.
Uh-huh.
But it definitely like with that Bay Area flavor, definitely that the whole bringing the whole flavor to it. And I would even say like a lot of like sexual lyrics too, because the whole red light district thing, and that was kind of our
Uh-huh.
thing starting off. It was like a lot of like it was like a lot of explicit
Oh,
explicit
okay.
party like music.
Oh, okay.
Stuff that
All
could be
right.
played like in a strip club maybe.
Oh, okay. All
Music
right.
that could be played there. But now everybody kind of found their own style, I think, individually.
Mhm.
Everybody found their own what their own thing, what they do individually. Um so now it's just a little bit of everything.
Oh,
it,
okay.
it can't really be pinpointed to one thing. I can't really describe it. Yeah.
All right. And where can we find Teal Light District? Where can we find that music? Okay, is there any music out there that we can look
we're
up
all,
just
we're
to
all on.
listen to?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You could look up TLI District on YouTube. We're on SoundCloud. You
Okay.
know what I mean? You can look all that up on there. We have a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube. Just type in TLI District, a whole bunch of stuff will pop up.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I didn't even know about that. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look at that Teal Light
Yeah,
District.
check that out. Check
I'm gonna
it out.
check it out.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
you have okay? Are you gonna make a video with your new song Phileo? Are you gonna make a video? I want to see do you have a video out? Because I have not seen the video. Are you gonna have a video?
I don't have any videos out. I mean, I made a cameo in a
Yeah.
couple videos, but I don't have any videos out myself yet. But I definitely plan on getting in more videos. Do I want to make one for Flail? Yeah, yeah. I want to make one for Flail. That would be fire. That would be fire. I just don't know what to do with it yet. I'm brainstorming ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So when you wrote Pharrell, like what made like okay, you had a lot of emotions. I know you wrote about you got the stimulus check, you didn't care about Donald Trump and all this other stuff. Did you
Yeah.
how long did it take you to write that song and like what was your mindset when you wrote that song?
It took me about 20 minutes. 20 minutes to write it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it took me about 20 minutes to go just listening to the beat, and my mindset was I was pissed off. I was mad.
Was you mad at
Yeah,
everything going on or like was it
I was
just
I was just mad.
emotions
I was
or
mad
just
at the world.
you just woke
I
up
was mad
saying
because I
fuck
ran
the
out.
world?
Man, I was mad because Tyrone was acting up. I was mad because I had just ran out of cereal. No more Cocoa Puffs in the house. I was mad. I was mad at COVID.
The toilet
Just mad
paper
at the
was
world.
running out. No, I'm playing.
Man, I was mad at everything, man.
and
Oh,
I
okay.
just had to get it out. Sometimes it could just start off like that. I could just be happy or sad, angry, and what was going through my mind then, um, yeah, I would just say just a lot of rage, just being fed up, and I had to have some kind of way to get that out. You know.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Do you usually come out with songs that easily, like that fast, like just off the top, like you're like, okay, I'm gonna write this down.
Mhm.
Do you like have songs in your head? You just keep hold on to them and write them later, or you just when you think of a song, you just write it down and you just go with it.
It depends. It depends how much the inspiration hits me, like at the particular time. Like how I was telling you earlier, I wake up and I make a two song goal for myself every day when I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
But I notice when I make goals like that, it doesn't always come out. It doesn't know. It takes me longer to complete a song, you know, with
Mm-hmm.
setting those goals for myself. But I
Mm-hmm.
notice if I don't think about it, if I just let the inspiration take me, then I could write a song in, yeah, like 20 minutes.
Wow. So you with less thinking, just more writing, huh? For you.
Yeah. Yeah, just that. I think that's the best way to go with anybody that writes music. Just don't think about it. Just go in and just whatever you feeling, just do what the music tells you to do. You know, just go in.
Do you ever like write something and you go back and you be like, oh, I should have said that differently, or do you listen to your songs and be like, oh, I should have did that song differently, like,
All the time, all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Just because I'm a work in progress. You
mm-hmm,
know, I'm not perfect at all. I'm not the tightest rapper. I'm not none of that. You know, I'm a work in progress. So I'm always critiquing my stuff, like what I could do differently, and I'm gonna. I think for the rest of my life, I'm gonna be a work in progress. I'm never gonna
mm-hmm.
be like satisfied with myself or happy with myself. I'm just gonna continue to go and work on myself.
That's what's sad. That's all you can do, draw back from your own self. Now we talked about people like people will hate, people will say like different things about you, and you
Mhm.
gotta take all that in perspective. Like, how do you deal with things that can be negative, that can like try to like tear you down? Like, I know like I'm still dealing with a lot of like feedback. Like I try to take it in perspective, but sometimes it's hard to take people's criticism and like
Man,
what do you do? Like I know like us like it's sometimes it's hard, like what do you do with that? Do you take that and use that, or are you still working on that?
I'm still working on it because my song Flail, I kind of began mixed reviews on it, getting
Mm-hmm.
mixed comments on it and everything. So it wasn't always good feedback on that song or things that I've done, but I just need to realize that especially doing something experimental, doing something different, doing something out of the box, people aren't always going to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
People, and especially me, I make the type of music that you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that love it, welcome to the ride. The people that love it, I want them to be on this ride with me and come along on this journey with me,
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to be a bumpy ride and it's going to be a fun ride. So, the people that love it, that are with it, just come with me. And the people that hate it, that's on you. You're gonna be left behind, but you're gonna wish that you were on the ride earlier. You know, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like it's emotionally scarring sometimes. But like I said, everything ain't for everyone, and you can't please everyone. And a lot of
Hmm.
things for me, like I'll take it like really to heart. Like
Yeah, me too.
for instance, I'll post like okay, I post a picture of me. Like I'll post something on my Instagram. I don't have as much followers as my boyfriend does or my
Mhm.
fiance. He'll post something on there. He'll get like a million, a billion likes. I'll post the
Man.
same post. I'll get 4 likes. Okay, that emotionally hurts. That
Yeah,
emotionally hurts. It's like, what is the difference between my post and their post? But what I'm
right there with
saying,
you.
it's all about that person. I guess what attracts that person, and people will hate on you for their own reasons. And I say a lot of times people hate because you're not doing what you're doing, but just I guess push forward. I learned just push forward and just keep being consistent because eventually somebody's gonna like you, and it's
Yeah.
not gonna matter who doesn't like you at the end, I guess.
You know what? Like what you just explained right there, the whole scenario. I'm right there with you. You know, I'll
Yeah.
post something on Instagram and get not that many likes. Sometimes I won't get any likes.
Mhm.
You know, so I'm definitely right there with you when it comes to that. And you know, backtracking to the music, just talking about that for a moment.
Mhm.
Um, if somebody doesn't like my stuff, I kind of use the hate as motivation
Mhm.
because the hate, I think it's better to let the hate push you to go forward even harder because
Mhm.
like you said, not everybody's gonna hate you, not everybody's gonna love you.
Mhm.
But if you keep doing what you're doing and you're gonna and remain true to yourself, somebody's gonna love you in the
Mhm.
end. So push forward through all that, through the negativity, through the naysayers, push forward through all that because once you're on top of whatever you're trying to go, once you're once the globe is real, they're gonna wish they was along for the ride. You know, they're gonna wish that they're gonna switch up. People switch
Yeah.
up all the time, and they're gonna switch up, and they're gonna wish that they didn't second guess you and they didn't doubt you early on. That's how I
Yeah,
feel about that.
it happens. It's crazy because the people that you think gonna have your back and support you usually are the ones that don't have your back and support you. Like I've talked to other people, like I interviewed like with you, we talked about how people hate, and it's crazy how the ones that don't support you can be like your own family members, your own close friends. They'll be the ones that you would think would have
Mhm.
cheering you on, liking all your posts, but it'd be the strangers, the people that you ain't never met before, be the ones that actually be the ones that be like patting you on the back and telling you to go for it. So like
Mhm.
that's another thing. I don't know if you ever experienced that to where you're like,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
you're like, oh, like why this person's supposed to be the one that's supposed to be riding for me and have my back and support me, but they're actually the ones doubting me and telling me that they don't think I can do it when there's like some complete strangers telling me like oh you could do it, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if have you ever had that happen to you before?
I've had family disown me because I want to do music.
Wow. Wow, that's interesting. That's really
I've had family
interesting.
disown me because I didn't take that career route because I didn't do what they wanted me to do, what they
Mhm.
had their mindset for me to do. Because
Yeah.
I didn't do that, they disowned me.
Wow, how did that make you
Now
feel?
terrible at
Mhm.
first, betrayed,
Mhm.
but now I don't give a fuck.
Now you don't care. Do you still talk to do you still talk to those people or
No,
no? Wow, that's
I
deep.
don't talk
That's
that them particular people I don't talk to anymore because that let me know
yeah.
already. You're supposed to, we're blood. We're tied in by blood. We're family. But that already
Yeah.
let me know if you could just let me go that easily, if you could turn your back on me that easily,
Mhm.
what else are you
Yeah.
gonna turn your back on me from? You know,
Right,
so
right. Yeah, it's
I'd
hard.
rather
Sometimes
not have people like that around me.
yeah, sometimes you learn those hard lessons through other people. It happens. It's
Mhm.
sad that like every like I don't know. I was thinking that saying like when sometimes I think like oh man like why did that friendship didn't work out or why did that person leave me or but I just think everyone ain't meant to go with you when you make it to the top. There's gonna be some people that fall off. There's gonna be the people that fall off. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that fall off, but the people that are with you to the end, those are your true friends. Those are the ones that are meant to like really ride and die with you. Like I think about like I had some friends that ended like during the COVID and before the COVID. Like it's like okay, I was friends with them for like 10 years, and then they just all of a sudden
Mhm.
just cut me off of something so simple. It's kind of like you said, kind of questions your like relationship with that person. It's hurtful. But like I always think like, hey, well maybe it meant for them to go with me to the top. Maybe it meant for me to be with that person or no. For some reason God took that person out of my life. And sometimes it's hard for
Mhm.
me to accept that cuz then I have to just
Mhm.
think like, okay, everything happens for a reason. Because most of the time, like I notice, like things play out to the best interest, even though I don't think at the time it is, but it does.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's just like you said. Those people weren't meant to go with you to the top. But
Mm,
you know what? Once you're at the top, those are gonna be the same people that wish that they didn't cut you off. Those are gonna be the same
right,
people that wish that they didn't second doubt you.
right,
The
right.
same ones. And you know, so so yeah, I mean, it hurts. It does hurt, but especially if it's somebody that you thought you could trust and somebody
Mm-hmm,
that you love. You might even
mm-hmm,
love this person, but
mm-hmm,
that's just a part of this journey. You know, that's just a part of this journey we take as creative people. You know,
mm-hmm,
like I see you as a creative person because you have this platform right here
mm-hmm.
that you have. You know, this is you're creating. You're constantly creating, and you're constantly in a position to where you're coming up with these ideas, and people aren't always going to support that. Like people
Yeah.
aren't always going to be supportive of our ideas. So yeah, it's just important to realize that not everybody is meant to be on this journey with us for the long run. Um, but hey, if they want to catch up later, I'm sorry, it's too late.
Right. That's the only
You know,
thing.
Miss.
Is like it's too late once they do come back. Right. It's like it's too late. But I do appreciate the people that are in my lives. Are there
Mhm.
anybody in your life right now that actually motivates you and helps to inspire you to keep going and writing your music?
I would say, I would say, yeah, I would say my Teal Light District brothers.
Oh, okay.
Um, Alpha Martin, The Realness, News, Ken, just to name a
Mhm.
few.
Mhm.
They definitely inspire me to keep going because I could
Mhm.
hear a song from them and get inspired. You know, as well as my girlfriend Ken.
Yeah, that's cool.
She's been there with me through the toughest shit. She's still here.
Mhm.
Through everything that
That's
I'm
what's
going
up.
through. So yeah, so she definitely motivates me to want to keep going because she still gives me that motivation that I should hold on to my dreams and keep going with it. She doesn't judge me because of it. She doesn't tell me like, oh, you should just get a job or just give it up. She's very supportive. So, you know, yeah, just to name a few. I know it's like I wouldn't really say family because, like I said, family was the one that cut me off. A lot of family
Oh
cut me off for
man,
that,
yeah.
but but definitely like my parents, my dad and my mom have always been supportive. So I don't want people to think that it's my parents that were the ones that cut me off. It was other relatives. I would say that kind of were like
Oh, okay.
you should do something else.
Oh, okay. You like other
Or even
relatives, not my parents. We ain't
yeah.
gonna blame mom and pops. Mom and pops is
Nah,
there.
nah, nah, nah. Nah, I don't want people to think that. I don't want people to think that I'm like talking about my parents. Now, I was like other relatives. I won't
Mhm.
specify at
Yeah,
this
we ain't
moment,
gonna
but
throw out. We ain't gonna throw out. The
yeah,
cousin
yeah,
Tyrone. Tyrone
yeah.
knows
Nah,
about it. We
Ty,
gonna we gonna talk to
Tyrone knows.
Tyrone later.
Hey,
Tyrone,
Tyrone knows.
Tyrone, you know
Tyrone knows.
about it. Tyrone knows
He
all
know
about
about it.
it.
He know
Everybody,
about it.
Tiger Tyrone, he knows about it.
Yeah.
He knows a lot of stuff.
Tyrone,
Better
Tyrone the
call
Tiger.
Tyrone. Tyrone.
Better call
Ty,
on Tyrone.
Tyrone. Tyrone knows everything, all the problems.
Mhm. Mhm.
Tyrone knows. He's like, I know everything. We're
Know
gonna interview
everything. That's right.
Tyrone next time.
Hey, we should get an interview in with Tyrone. Look,
Right,
yeah, Tyrone,
Tyrone.
what you got
Tyrone.
to say, bro?
What you got to say, Tyrone, about that? Yeah, man.
He said he ain't got shit to
Ain't
say.
got nothing to say. He's dead face, dead face. He's saving that. He's saving that for the uncut story. That's
Man,
for
I'm
the
telling you.
published. That's for the published book. That's
Hey,
later.
that's how much he has to say. He has so much to say. He don't have shit to say. Man.
Right. For the radio version, if you can't see this, Tyrone is a tiger statue. That's our best friend. He's our advisor.
Our
He's the one
advisor.
that tells us everything. that is going wrong with this world right now. No, I'm playing. Where's your audio? Oh shoot, the audio.
He's the wisdom maker.
He's the wisdom. Anyways,
He's the wisdom maker.
he's the wisdom maker. But I just want you to I definitely we almost ended this interview. I just want you to let me know what's next for you. What do you got? What are you working on right now? What are you doing right now?
Man, I'm working on my debut album. 3 mixtapes in. It's been a long run. It's been a long road. 3 mixtapes in. About to drop this debut, Pistol Sex.
Pistol Sex, S-E-X,
Pistol
sex.
Sex,
Okay.
S-E-X.
Okay, I gotta make sure I'm listening right.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Pistol Sex, dropping that very, very soon. And then look out for my other album coming shortly after that one, after Pistol Sex. Look out for my other my other album coming shortly after that. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. I like that. It's like everything is, like that's like that kind of. I don't know. It makes me think of like when you ask somebody how was your day, you're always like fine, but you really got like you're like really thinking like my day is fucked up. I just got a flat tire. I barely made it to work. I don't got no money. You know what I'm saying? My stimulus check didn't come, but I'm fine. I'm
That's
fine.
It. That's it. Hey, you get it. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I would love to hear that song. That sounds like a good song. You know what I'm saying? Now you came up with all these songs. When do we expect to hear these songs? Do you think you're coming out with this next year or?
Well, as you know, Flail is out right now.
Yeah,
Flail. You can find that on YouTube. Mm-hmm.
YouTube, SoundCloud. Go to Till World, everyone. Add Till World, Instagram. Add it.
Instagram.
Add them up.
Outside.
Add me, Sim Podcast. Listen to this brother's song on SoundCloud. Go to his bio. Okay. It's on his bio. It goes down. You know what I'm saying? It's a really outrageous song. You're going to have to maybe take a glass. Take a good long, meditation. Listen to that song. That's one of those songs. I'm telling you, that pumped me up. I was running through Communication Hill. Listen to that song. It had me pumped up.
Make sure to bring your seatbelts. Bring your seatbelts when you listen to that song.
Right. It's gonna take you on a ride. It's gonna take you on that Leon Grams ride. You know what I'm saying?
That Leon Grams ride. I'm telling you. And Leon Grams. Well, we'll talk about my name, but
yeah, what is up with your name? What is up with your name, okay? You got myself. Your name is not Leon Grams, okay? Let me clear that up. Your name is not Leon Grams. Your name is not Leon Grams. Now, where did you get Leon Grams? Leon Grams. Leon Grams sound like one of those 5 heartbeats. Leon Grams.
My next song, Roy Batty, coming out Tuesday. This Tuesday.
Okay.
Roy Batty, coming out this Tuesday.
Okay.
My name, Leon Grams.
Okay.
Came out Tuesday. Well, my grandfather, his name was Leon.
Oh, okay.
So he passed away. So Leon is kind of me carry on the tradition, of my father, my grandfather. Because I look just like both of them. I look just like my dad. I look just like my grandfather.
Wow.
So it's like, so it's like carrying on that tradition of both of them. And then Grams is like a drug reference, you could say, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Grams of weed, graduate. But see, I don't do drugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for the people, it's like my music is like cool, like okay to get high to party to, hang out to, whatever. But I would like to make the type of music that would become somebody else's drugs.
Yeah.
I would like people to instead of doing drugs that might be harmful to them, I would like them to listen to my music and let that be their drugs.
Definitely. Say no to drugs, kids. Say no to drugs, kids. Man. I know. I got some followers that are kids. Say no to drugs. Definitely. This is definitely my new drug when I listen to this is in my playlist for my workout. Flail is in my playlist for sure. And I can't wait to
let me
I
be
can't wait
your
to hear other
drug.
songs. Right. Let Leon Grams be your
Let me
drugs.
be your drugs.
His music be your drugs. He got all the emotion, all the rage that you have inside you. Just listen to that song. You know, it's like an outlet. And it definitely is some good music. And I want you guys to check this brother out.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to hear you. So on Tuesday, when you come out with your new song, on Tuesday, when your song come out, is it going to be on your Instagram page?
Yeah, it'll be on the Instagram, it'll be on SoundCloud, and it'll be on YouTube.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. I can't wait. And this
all under Leon Grams, of course. Yeah.
Leon Grams, Teal World.
What was that? Sorry?
You find you on the Teal World though if you go
Yeah.
on Instagram, Teal World, TEAL World. So everyone look that up. Definitely, my brother, my new family.
Leon Grams is, you know what I mean? My sis.
Right.
But just Leon Grams, LeonGrahams.
MS. Don't forget the S. Don't forget the S. Don't forget the S. Emphasis on the S.
Don't forget it.
Don't forget the S. But yeah, definitely it was really a pleasure you taking your time out doing this interview. Definitely more interviews to come. We gonna have to get, interviews. I want you to give your shout outs and again tell everybody where they can find you.
Man, I would like to shout out Teal Light District, first of all, TLD.
Yes.
Alpha Martin, The Realness, Cannon Ken, News.
Yes.
ARC, designated driver 408.
Yes.
E-Man. I like to shout out Kim. I like to shout out Sin Podcast for having me on the show, having me on the podcast. Much love, always infinite love. I like to shout out God, of course, man, for getting me through this, for getting me through all the shit that he's got me through, man. And yeah, it's lit.
Yeah, definitely. I like to shout you out. Thank you so much, Leon Grams with the S. Make sure you don't forget the S, Leon Grams. Look for him on Instagram, Teal World. And I know we didn't talk about, I met you. I actually was introduced to you through my brother-in-law. If you go to my page, you can check out his.
Hold on.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna unmute it. Okay, we got Leon Grams back in the building.
Yeah. Hey, sorry about that. Sorry about that, y'all. There's something going on in the background. Kind of, yeah.
It's okay. So you want to finish giving your shout outs and so just shout out to Teal Light, shout out to Teal Light District infinitely. Shout out to my love Kim. Gotta shout your girl out.
Gotta shout the girl out. Shout out to God for getting me here, and just holding me down, just answering my prayers, and shout out to Sin Podcast, of course, for having me on the show and just showing love, and shout out to the fam, shout out to Art, shout out to Real Nasty, my fam for just for being a good friend, man, being fam, man, and yeah.
Definitely, that's how I kind of got introduced to you, because I saw your post through his page, and I was like interested. So I'm glad, I met a new friend and family now. So it was cool. Thank you so much for being on the show, taking your time out. Many blessings, and we're gonna definitely have another interview again.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. But I'm gonna get off this thing. I'm gonna hit you up. You stay cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Shout outs to everyone listening. Everyone stay tuned. Stay tapped in with Teal World. I'm going to go
Stay
and take
tapped
this
in.
ride with Leon Grams. I hope you
Hey,
take this
take the ride.
ride.
Wear two seatbelts.
We're two seatbelts. Hold on
Wear two
tight.
seatbelts.
'Cause it's gonna be an
Hold
interesting
on
ride.
tight.
It's gonna be an interesting
Mhm.
ride, and I look forward, to taking a lot more rides with you. So definitely again, thank you so much for being on my show. I will talk to you, and everyone, much love, peace. All right, I'll
Sure.
talk to you later, brother. Bye.
All
Yeah.
right.